I'm Jessica Rhymes. This is Rhymes Reimagined, where I will teach you all the possibilities of thrifting and DIY. And in today's video, I am actually going to repurpose some nearly empty candles. And in order to do that, all I did was I took a candle that was, towards the end and couldn't burn anymore. I took it, I stick it in some boiling hot water, and I let the remaining wax float to the top. And then I have a vessel that I could use to make whatever I want. And for this video, I actually made a dried flower vase that I used for some Christmas presents. I actually wanted to come up with a creative way to package some Christmas presents. So I turned these empty candles into little vases that I could put presents in. And if you want to see how I did that, I will link the video above so you can check out how I use those for Christmas wrapping. I really wanted to come up with a way to repurpose some things instead of using paper and things that are just going to end up in the trash. So that was kind of my goal for Christmas last year. So in order to create this project, all I did was, like I said, I melted the wax out, and then I just used some Glue Gun to get the remaining residue or any of the stickers off of the bottom or the front surfaces of the candle. And then if you really want to repurpose and reuse things, you can actually take the melted candle wax and you can put it inside of like your wax warmer if you have a wax warmer. So you can completely reuse everything, which is a great way to keep things out of the landfill. So if you want to recreate this project, you can actually just purchase the dried flowers that I use from Amazon, and I will link those below if you want to purchase those yourself. And then you'll just also need some Mod Podge if you don't have any. And then the other tools and supplies that I used were nail polish remover and obviously like a paintbrush and some cotton balls. And then of course you'll need like a vessel. So you can either purchase a vase, a small decorative vase from like the Dollar Tree or something like that, or you can melt the wax out like I did and repurpose something and give it a new life. So if this sounds interesting to you, stay tuned to the end to see the finished result. I started by cleaning the outside of the container that I'm using with some rubbing alcohol and water and a cotton ball, just to make sure that it's clear of any gunk and residue from the candle. You'll see in a second that I'm actually gonna work on another vase. The footage from the other vase was just a little bit better, so bear with me. Now that the surface is completely clean, I'm just gonna take a little bit of the Mod Podge and put it on the vase where I want the flowers to go. This is just the base layer. Conveniently, the dried flowers came with their own craft tweezers, so I just used that to place the dried flowers on the surface where I put the Mod Podge, and then I'm just going to put another layer of Mod Podge right on top of the flowers. Now, I didn't put these down in a particular pattern or a specific way. I just kind of placed the flowers where I thought it would look good.
this finishes off the first coat. I'm going to put that to dry, and you'll know that it's dry when it's completely clear. So I let it dry, and now I'm putting on one more layer of the Mod Podge. Now that the second layer is dry, I'm just going to take some nail polish remover and the same paintbrush and remove some of the excess Mod Podge that is showing through. And after I do that, I use a cotton ball to really clean up all the remaining bits of Mod Podge that are outside of the dried flowers. And that is it. I think they each turned out really beautiful. They were perfect as gifts, and I can't wait to do this project again.
Thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this, and if you did, please consider giving me a thumbs up and also subscribe so you can get more content like this. And you subscribing just helps make this DIYer's dreams come true. So please consider subscribing and turning on the notification bell so that you can get notified each time I post videos like this. I post once a week, typically on Mondays, so I will see you next week.